Hello, everybody, and welcome on back to the DSA Racing Group. As today it is time to go back underway in the Heroes United Truck Series as we kick off race number 8 of the season here at the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. As these trucks are ready to go, we expect a pretty small field than the usual today, but should still be some pretty exciting short track action. Hello everybody, it's Dwayne Crespop here in the commentary booth for the trucks. This time, usually I'm racing these or I'm just spectating. But it is my duty today to broadcast here in the Heroes United Truck Series. No race today on a Thursday for the Sporting Heroes Cup Series, so it is an honor to be broadcasting the Truck Series here tonight. But as we mentioned, Race 8 from Indianapolis Raceway Park, as we have 120 laps ahead of Stage 1 will conclude at lap 30, Stage 2 will conclude at lap 60, and then we will have 60 more laps all the way to lap 120. There's the Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. 0.67 mile short track. There are your track conditions for today. 107 track temp, so it's looking pretty hot out there for these drivers and that tire wear. And then rules. I believe these are correct. I'm going to have to double check, but 65% fuel, 3 tire sets, 1 fast spare, 2 shots at overtime per the usual, as we get ready to get qualifying started. Only 9 drivers so far here, so a really short field here at IRP, but we're just going to continue to roll it here. Of course, the biggest talking point of tonight has to be this man right here, Justin Duran, in the 23 Chevrolet Silverado. 3 wins in a row for Justin Duran. He is looking to make it 4 in a row. And how amazing would that be if he can achieve it here tonight? Ricky Howell Jr., your championship leader, looking for a strong result here tonight, as well as Durant is closing in on those standings. Practice coming to an end, and we get ready to kick off qualifying. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Qualifying going underway here from IRP as we begin the outlaps. Here we go. First laps being put on the table here. As we are underway in qualifying. Ricky Howell Jr. up into the pole spot. It's a 21.91 for Howell. Across the line, does he improve his own time? Yes, he does. A 21.88 for Ricky Howell. Kevin Page, P2, he's going to park it. Here is Travis Daly making his way around the track. Daly across line. P2 can't get past Howell, but he will get past Page. It's a 22.26 for Travis Daly. A ton of TDR entries here tonight, as here comes the 29 of Cole Christopher. Zachary Evans and the 0 also here tonight. As we have, as of right now, a full field of Chevys. As it's just gonna be one Ram truck, no Fords, no Toyotas. Justin Durand also out on track. Cole Christopher, first lap time. P3 is all he can manage. Past Kevin Page. Page just slowly going down and down on that leaderboard. Christopher, it's a 22.38. Here comes his second lap time. And what can he find here? 2 minutes left on the clock. Christopher, second lap time. Cannot, yes he will. He will improve one spot to P2. He goes at the front row with a 22.06. Now, what can Justin Durand achieve here? Again, once again, trying to seek for 4 wins in a row. Durand, P4 is all he can manage in his first lap. Can he contest with Ricky Howell Jr. for that pole position? Justin Durand across the line. No, another driver that falls just short. It's P2 for Justin Durand. Takes the front row away from Cole Christopher by just 0.01 seconds. It's a 22.05 for Justin Durand. On board now with Zachary Evans. He just has a minute left on the clock. This is going to be his first lap time. Evans across the line. Up to P4. Past Kevin Page and past his team owner, Travis Daly. Oh, and he hits the wall. And I believe that's going to be an invalidated lap, and yes, he will. Just gets shut into the outside wall, and that is qualifying over for Evans as he loses the truck going out of turn 4. And he is just going to continue to do burnouts to close off qualifying. Great sight to see. And that will be qualifying coming to an end. I'm going to be honest, I am very, very surprised by the very short field that we have here today. But it will be Ricky Howell Jr., your Heroes United Truck Series Championship leader, on pole position here tonight at IRP. As here we go, we begin rolling underway here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Here is Your starting grid here at IRP, Ricky Howell Jr. on pole position, Justin Duran beside him at the front row. Those two are for sure going to have a fight. Cole Christopher and Zachary Evans. Row 2, row 3, it's Travis Daly and Kevin Page. Row 4, it is Dominic Luba, the only ramp truck on the field alongside Jaden Duran. And row 5, completing the grid here tonight, is going to be David Durand Jr. We're going to be green this time by only a 9-truck field here at IRP. But regardless, we should have a pretty decent time here to go short track racing. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. The pace truck rolling in. We go into the restart zone. Green flag being waved, and we're racing at IRP. Howell immediately clears Durand, and we're already off to a great start. Side-by-side action there in the back. Evans side-by-side with his TDR teammate Cole Christopher. Battle for P3, still side-by-side going through 1 and 2. Oh, trouble in the back. I believe that was Dominic Luba that went for a spin. Still good though. Still keeping it rolling. Yes, look at that sunset now coming into play. I have to be very honest. IRP, one of, in my opinion at least, one of the most underrated short tracks. It is such a fun drive here, and that sunset scenery is gonna be a beauty to watch, as we're already 5 laps in. Christopher clears Evans. He will take sole position of P3. And it looks like David Duran Jr. did not start this race, so it is only gonna be the top 8 here competing now. Daly slowly approaching Evans here. So with how little drivers are here at IRP, this could be a big shakeup in the Truck Series standings. Of course, accounting that there is no drop races. If there are, you can bet that a lot of them are going to be used here. Oh, Daly into the wall, and that's going to kill his momentum that he had chasing Evans. Slight neck there, but Daly quick to get back into the fight. As now it will be Evans that knocks that wall. This top three pretty evenly split. 2-second gap between Howell and Justin Duran. We're now just down to 1 second. Yeah, it is just 1 second between Duran and Howell, and 1 second as well between Justin and Cole Christopher here. So this top three really starting to pull away from the rest of the pack here. If you can even really call this a pack at all. But once again, this could be a pretty big shakeup in the standings. There's your top five of the championship at the bottom right. It's Ricky Howell Jr. at the top, Travis Daly, who's currently P5, then it's Caleb Desai, who's not present, Cole Christopher is P4, and then it's Liam Wheeler, who's not present. Two out of the top five drivers in the championship not present here tonight, so this is really going to open the door for Justin Duran to get inside that standings top five. He gained, I believe it was 5 positions last week with his 3 wins in a row. As what has happened here with Justin Duran. As we were speaking about Justin Duran, I believe he has disconnected. I don't know if that was intentional or connectivity issues, but as we were speaking about Justin Duran and having a great shot at going into the top 5 of the standings here, he will disconnect from the race, and now it's both Duran brothers out of the race here at IRP. I think that was intentional, but if it wasn't, that may be some commentator curse coming into play for the first time by my end here in the Truck Series. Christopher struggling to catch up to Howell here. It's a 3-second gap between him and Howell in the lead. Oh, and he's gonna knack the outside wall. This could open up the possibility for Evans. Evans over here fighting his own paddle, though. Side by side with Daly. Great fight for P3. As we have 5 laps to go on stage 1. Evans looks for the switcheroo. Down the inside now of Daly. Daly forced to take the high lane. Oh, contact! He turns him around! Daly goes straight into the pit wall. And caution will come out for the first time. Contact between teammates at TDR. Zachary Evans came up into the track, couldn't do anything about it. Clips the left rear of Travis Daly, and Daly goes spinning, hits the inside wall hard in the front stretch, and that will bring out the first caution here at IRP. Here is the replay of the incident. As you see, Evans just goes straight into the left rear of the 35, and Daly, nothing he could do there, just unfortunately along for the ride. Here we go. Justin Durand got the wave around. It's going to be Cole Christopher leading us back to the green flag here. Kevin Page at the front row. As we are rolling into the restart zone, green flag once again. And I believe this will be the kickoff stage 2. Yeah, it will be the kickoff stage 2. Didn't even realize that it was the stage end. So we'll have to see if it was Ricky Howell Jr. or Cole Christopher who won the stage. I believe it will be Ricky Howell Jr. who takes the stage, as he was in the lead at the time of the caution coming out. And of course, they will all go down pit road. Here comes Jaden Duran in P2, past Page. But everyone doing a very good job so far as Christopher's going to start pulling away from Jaden Duran here. Page looked like he went wide. This can open up the opportunity for Luba, who, like we mentioned earlier, is the only truck in this field that is not a Chevy. Luba rocking the Ram. But it is a great fight so far for P2 and 3. Page round the outside on Duran. Can he clear him here? This is for P2. Page, will he move to the bottom? No, he won't. Luba in the middle looked like he was almost going to make it 3 wide, but Kevin Page will make the move stick. He will solidify his spot in P2. And now Luba and Duran going at it side by side. And Dominic Luba is clear into P3. Travis Daly now looking for a move. Jaden Duran losing a ton of spots here. Cannot get the braking point and the throttle down on those turns, specifically on turns 3 and 4. As now Luba and Page are going to be side by side, but as they're fighting, Christopher is just rolling up ahead. Gotta be careful with contact here as you start to slowly move up and start sliding up into the track. You do not want what happened with Evans and Daly. As here comes Daly, who's gonna try and look around the inside here. Won't make it stick, but here comes Ricky Howell Jr., who is P5 after the pit stops. He wants that race lead back. He goes pretty wide, though, as Howell switches to the inside. Now at the bottom of Luba. Will get him. Can he get Page, though? You'll have to wait for the next turn to get him, but I have no doubt in my mind that this can be easy for the number 1. And it will be. Ricky Howell Jr. past Kevin Page, and Howell back into P2. All that's left is him and the leader, as it is a 5-second gap between Howell and Cole Christopher for the lead. And you can see that pace already coming into play. The difference there as Howell already starting to depart from Kevin Page and the rest of this pack. Luba gonna go to the bottom. Could be slide contact there. Travis Daly also looking for an opening. And he will get it. Both of them get past Page. As Zachary Evans now looking to be the next one in line for Page. But here we go. Battle for P3. Daly and Luba gotta be very careful there. Daly straight up lunges it on the inside. They're even going into the backstretch. Oh, and a little tap by Daly on the number 8, but Luba will keep it going. And Daly just lost all of his momentum. Luba, great job at keeping that truck straight. As here comes Zachary Evans now, trying to make some moves to the inside of Kevin Page. Does he have enough of a run to get the 87 here. He will not. Four-second gap between Howell and Christopher. He is starting to close in on him. The question is, does he have enough laps to do so? Now a 3-second gap. It's getting pretty close between Howell and Christopher. Oh, and Howell goes big hit on that outside wall. Out of turn 4, you saw that in the background. Evans getting very loose on the exit of turn 4 there. But a great job at correcting that truck, keeping it straight. Less than 10 to go here on stage 2. Valley to the inside of Luba for third. Won't be enough through 3 and 4. He's going to have to wait until 1 and 2, or at least down the backstretch. Luba just doing such a great job at keeping that truck up high and running that high line. Estali just trying to absolutely send them. They're gonna be pretty even going into the front stretch. Still there. Gotta be careful with some contact. Evans goes into the wall. And Daly goes through, or will he? Luba trying to fight it back. Trying to switch the lane, pull the crossover move. Won't be able to. Travis Daly secures a top 3 spot. And it is now a 1-second gap between Howell and Christopher. Ricky Howell Jr. could catch up here to that 29. Great action all around here at IRP. Looks like Luba was pretty loose there in that corner. Here we go. Onboard camera and number 1 of Ricky Howell Jr. Been knocking that wall pretty often. They're coming out of turn 4. 2 laps to go on the stage. Will he have enough? Pull Christopher across the line. 1 lap to go on stage 2. And a great job, especially on that restart, just absolutely launching it and getting past everyone early. Out of turn 4, Cole Christopher hangs on to win stage number 2. And there will be the yellow flag for the stage. As here we go, as expected, everyone gonna go down pit road here. The question is, who comes out first out of pit road? It's gonna be Ricky Howell Jr. Wow, what a stop for the number 1. Ricky Howell Jr. beats Cole Christopher off pit road. It is Daly third, Luga 4, followed by Evans, Duran, and Page. Unbelievable. Here's the replay. Howell just beats him. The advantage of having the last pit stall right there. Here we go. We're gonna get ready to kick this off and get the final stage started here. 1 to green this time by, as Ricky Howell Jr. chooses the outside here. Here we go. Hal and Christopher, the 2 top contenders so far, side by side at the front row. The final stage kicks off with the green flag. And Howell gets past Christopher immediately, and it's a big shot in the back. Zachary Evans contact with Kevin Page. They're both around, and that will be the 3rd caution of the night on the final stage restart. Contact between Evans and Page. And a caution will fly. 2nd incident of Zachary Evans being involved. The 1st for Kevin Page. Here's the replay. So this is the restart. Green flag waves. What has happened here? Oh, it looks like... Oh, they make it 3 wide, and it's contact with Jaden Duran. Dominic Luba didn't get going. Duran just contact with Evans, and Kevin Page just loses it. He just lost it on turn 1. There was no contact between Evans and Page whatsoever. Just Jaden Duran turns Zachary Evans. Dominic Luba not going. Kevin Page loses it on turn 1. Very, very unfortunate. Here is the replay from the onboard camera of Jaden Duran. You can see very little things that Duran could have done there. Just very, very unfortunate for Evans. Here we go. We're getting ready to send it off back with the green flag here. 1 to green, this time by. To be Howell and Christopher still side by side here at the front row. Restart control back in the hands of Ricky Howell Jr. as we start rolling into the race wrap guy restart zone. Green flag is out, back on the way at IRP, and this time a much cleaner start on the final stage. Howell immediately takes off. Christopher behind. Luba goes for a spin. And a caution will fly. Everyone gets out of there pretty safely. Evans will lightly scrap the outside wall, but I don't think there's any big contact on that number 0. As it is Luba that just loses it by himself on turns 3 and 4. Fourth caution up the 9th, Zachary Evans will go down pit road. Here is the replay. And just gets tapped right there. Once again, Luba. Nothing he can really do, just loses it by himself. Here on turn 3 here. Going into 4, there you go. See him already spinning there on the entry. Trying to correct it. You see that little tap by Evans. Evans is going to scrape the outside wall here. Great job by Duran at avoiding that. Great job by Kevin Page as well by avoiding that. Just once again, another scenario where the person involved just couldn't really do anything about it, just along for the ride. Here we go. Dominic Kaluba on pit road. Will he be able to get that number 8 Ram back out before the green flag? Yes, he will. Here we go. Pace car down pit road. Howell and Christopher once again. These two have been having such an amazing fight here at IRP. Still at the front row, Howell in control. We are green once again at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Can everyone get cleanly through the first lap here of the green flag? As Tally will get shut there in the back. Kevin Page third. Luba and Duran going to be side by side here. Luba clears Duran. And here comes the fight for the race lead. You see your race analysis at the bottom right of your screen, how this race has been turned out here between the yellow and green flags. A fully green stage 2. Which gets immediately interrupted by a 3-caution final stage. Luba and Evans side by side. This is for 5th. Little tap there by Evans. Can he go through? Still not clear. And Luba will be the one to prevail there. Kevin Page catching Daly. Cole Christopher still on the attack here on Ricky Howell Jr. for the lead. And a caution will come out. Trouble in the back. 5th caution will fly. I believe that will be contact between Zachary Evans and Dominic Luba. Here is the replay. Oh, it will be. Same thing that happened earlier with Zachary Evans. Just hooks the left rear of the truck in front of him. It was Travis Daly, the first victim. Now it's going to be Dominic Luba. And a caution will come out. Unbelievable. You do not see those types of mistakes this often for Zachary Evans. Unbelievable. This is the onboard camera view. Just went too hard, too close into the turn. We'll collect the 18, Luba. Nothing he could do. So 5th caution of the night total. Out of those 5 cautions, 4 of them have come here in the final stage at about the previous 30 minutes. About the previous 20 minutes at least have just been the cautions brewing here in the final stage. Aggressiveness already coming into a big part here as we are near the closing laps. It's going to be Evanson, Daly in the road 2, followed by Durand and Page. Luba will be the one in the back. So here we go. Green flag, back in the air. Battle for P3, Jaden Duran looking to get past Travis Daly. Can he make it stick? Kevin Page and second having side by side, and Dominic Luba goes for a spin in the back. Safes it though, no damage with anything, we stay green for now. Luba spins himself in the back. No caution called, he doesn't make contact with absolutely anything. Great save by Luba, keeping that truck off the walls. But of course, that will absolutely get him kicked out of the pack as Daly clears Durant for 3rd. And we once again pay our attention to this fight up here for the lead as Cole Christopher still desperately trying to catch up. Ricky Howell Jr. here. Laps to go, a little less of 30 laps to go, and as the laps start to shrink here, let's go into some crank it up action here from Indianapolis Raceway Park. Caution. Caution comes out. And this is gonna shake up everything. As we were approaching 10 laps to go, caution will come flying out. And I believe it will be Zachary Evans. What a tough, tough day it has been for him. Evans out of turn 4, hits the wall, goes off in the front stretch. Nothing he could really do there. Oh, and it's a big, big hit too. On the wall. But like we mentioned, that shakes up everything here. Evans goes down pit road. Right now, the only one to do so. I don't think anyone else will come in. But Cole Christopher is now going to get grouped up once again with Ricky Howell Jr. And we're going to restart this thing with about 7 laps to go. Here's your race recap. At the bottom right of your screen, Ricky Howell Jr., your race leader. Only 6 cautions here tonight for 24 laps. I believe we're 2 to green right now, so we're going to be restarting this thing at 115. Lap 115, so we're going to have 6 laps to go here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. And let's see if the lights go out there. It will be 1 to green this time by. So here we go. It is going to be a fight between Christopher and Howell. Cole Christopher looking for his first win of the season. Ricky Howell Jr. looking for not only his 3rd win of the season, but to continuously boost his championship lead. It's going to get settled right here, right now. 6 laps to go. The 2 gladiators at the front row. Green flag back underway. And Christopher immediately goes up. Door contact between him and Duran. And Howell just takes off. Could have been a mistake there by Christopher. But Ricky Howell Jr. is the one with the better start. Daly looking very strong to catch Christopher here if he can make the move stick in the next final laps. Duran also looking very strong against Daly. Three laps to go, this time by. Evans trying to go to the inside of Duran. He gets by. P4 for Evans. After the absolute worst case scenario that he's had all race long, being involved in many incidents. But I don't think anyone will have the pace to catch Ricky Howell Jr. here. Evans down the inside of Travis Daly. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go here at IRP. Evans gets through Travis Daly. It's P3 for him. As we go down the backstretch for the final time, Evans can catch up Cole Christopher here as well. But what a dominant performance. Pole position transformed into a race win. Ricky Howell Jr. wins at Indianapolis Raceway Park. And what a comeback for Zachary Evans. It's a P2 finish for him. Cole Christopher third. An absolute superb comeback drive by the number 0. But no one is able to stop win number 3 for the number 1. Celebrations for Ricky Howell Jr. as we get your results here ready to go from IRP. Ricky Howell Jr. win number 3 of his Truck Series season. He picks up the win here at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park after 120 laps. Zachary Evans, once again, what a comeback drive. P2 for him after being involved in so many incidents. Cole Christopher, a great night for him, but he's going to have to settle for P3 as he rounds off the podium. It's Travis Daly, P4, followed by Jaden Durant, P5, rounding off the top 5. And it's Kevin Page, Dominic Luba in P7. And then it's the Durant brothers, Tristan Durant, P8, David Durant Jr., P9. Your 2 DNFs of the night. Stage 1 was won, I believe, by Ricky Howell Jr. Stage 2 by Cole Christopher. Most laps led, fastest lap of the race, and pole position all going to Ricky Howell Jr. As let's get these post-race interviews started. And let's bring on Ricky Howell Jr. up here, see if we can get him on board. And yes, we will. Ricky, it's Dwayne Crespop here in the commentary booth. Can you hear us?
Yeah, how are you doing, guys?
Thank you, very, very good. Ricky, what a dominant performance here tonight. You grabbed the pole position, you grabbed the Stage 1 win, and you'll transform that pole into a race win here at Indianapolis Raceway Park, your 3rd win of the Heroes United Truck season as you continue to increase your championship lead. How do you feel about your performance here at this short track with so many little drivers?
I mean, it's always great to win. You know, I come in, I didn't know what to expect because I hadn't run here in so long. It'd probably been like, I don't know, 5 years since I've been on this track. So we just come in and tried to see what was happening, and surprisingly, you know, it was pretty fast. I was just able to get it done tonight.
And what an unbelievable job. Obviously, you were very fast all night long. The fastest truck by far here tonight. You were the only driver to score a 21-second lap here at IRP. How does it feel to hear that to know that you had that much of an advantage of the rest of the pack here?
I mean, it's always good, you know. Hopefully we can just get it done later in the season when it really is going to count. I don't know. It's just it feels to get a win. It seems like, you know, the past 3 races, Jaden had won, and we just had some slip away from us. You know, one we was leading with 10 to go, and a caution come out. We was a few laps short on fuel, and another one we just had the wrong strategy. Took 4 tires when we should have took 2, and then another race got caught up. So it's good to be back. After the trouble we've had here with some strategies the past few weeks.
And reasonably so. Back to victory lane you go. Is there any final shout-outs that you'd like to do?
Yeah, just shout out to TDR. These guys. I think we had a sweep on the top 5 maybe tonight. I have to go back and look. I ain't sure if it was top 5 or not, but I know it's a podium here. So just glad these guys stayed clean and got it done tonight.
It's a
shout out to my wife too.
It's a complete sweep for TDR and the podium and the top 4 as well. What a performance for the team, and of course, what a performance for you as well. 3rd win of the season, your winner here from IRP. Go celebrate that trip to victory lane.
I appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all for the broadcast and the booth too. You guys are always awesome.
Thank you. Alrighty, let's get Zachary Evans up here in the booth. What a drive from him. Zach, it's Dwayne Cresp up here in the commentary booth. Can you hear us?
Yep, I got you.
Zach, what an unbelievable comeback drive here at IRP. No luck here tonight. You were involved in so many incidents. You take the undercut and you pit when everyone stayed out, and those faster, fresher tires will get you past everyone here to secure a P2 spot. How do you feel about that comeback drive here tonight?
Well, we'll just say there was definitely more downs than ups. Early on in the race, I took out my team owner. I wasn't very proud of that. I mean, one, I figured the broadcast was getting a little bit boring with all the single file action, so I decided I wanted to race my team owner a little bit harder and turned him. That was great. Then I got involved in an accident with Jade and got involved in an accident with Dom. I was about to say, I can't think of many people I haven't been involved in an accident with in the race. And then with freaking, 10 to go or something, I hit the wall hard and caused a caution, which happened to be a blessing in disguise for myself, and took tires and drove through the field up to P2.
And that P2 will pay off in a very big way, as we had 2 out of the top 5 drivers here not show up, that being Liam Wheeler and Caleb Desai here. So you, if I'm not mistaken, you do take a top 5 spot here in the standings after your results from IRP. How do you feel about that?
That feels really good. I mean, considering one, I missed Daytona, and then the shenanigans of me getting DQ'd at Martinsville. So even being able to be in a top 5 position is really, I'm really happy with that, and hoping I can maybe try and get the 4 in front of me.
Alrighty, well, regardless, a beautiful comeback drive from you. That strategy at the end will very much pay off. Is there any final shout-outs that you'd like to do?
Yeah, I'd like to shout out our main sponsor for this race, Brett and Hannah, and then our other side sponsors for this race, Joyner Keeney, Braxton's Card Shop, Wade's Grill, 41 Graphics, Caxtonville, Leadfoot TV. Also, big shout out to the whole Travis Valley Racing team, 1, 2, 3, 4. Swept the whole field with our positions. And yeah, hopefully we can never come back to IRP again.
Like we mentioned with Ricky Howell Jr., it could not have been a better night for Travis Valley Racing. Congrats on your podium spot. Go celebrate that.
Yes, sir. See you guys.
Alrighty, and let's get our final contestant here of the podium. That's going to be Cole Christopher. Let's get him on up. Cole, it's doing Crisp up here in the commentary booth. Can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Cole, you were having a very good day here. Back and forth fight between you and Ricky Howell Jr. for the lead. And Evans just comes flying by there on the final lap. Maybe not the result that you would have wanted, but it is still a podium spot here for you tonight at IRP. How do you feel about your result and about that fighting with Ricky Howell Jr. for the lead?
You know, it feels great. You know, for me being able to fight with Ricky, he's a fast driver and everything else like that. You know, I knew I wasn't a faster, you know, per take, but I knew I had something for him in the long runs. And I was giving it all I could, and you know, with this knee injury and everything else like that, you know, it's kind of hard with this braking and everything. So, but it was, you know, it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it, you know, especially getting P3 out of it.
And not only this, but like we told Evans, 2 out of the top 5 drivers were not present today. One of those that were not present was Caleb Desai, who was ahead of you. So we'll see after the results come in play, but you could potentially have the top 3 spot here in the standings after your result here tonight. How do you feel about that, being in the top 3 in the championship standings?
That would feel great, you know, because we were top 3 for a while, and then you know we kind of had some bad weeks, and then you know we've kind of fell down and everything. But you know we're working on it. We're getting back up there, and we're gonna you know be a contender for the championship at the end of the year.
P3 here, IRP. As a result, P3 in the standings. A very good points night here for you at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Is there any final shoutouts that you would like to provide?
Yeah, I just want to shout out Travis Daly Racing and Task Racing. You know, without them, I wouldn't be here tonight. And that's pretty much it.
Alrighty, absolutely incredible performance. It was great seeing you and Howell fight it up there at the top spot. But go celebrate that P3 and podium spot.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it.
Alrighty, and I believe that will be it for tonight here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. We saw action to left and right here. Some drivers more lucky than others. But at the end of the day, it was a great sight seeing everyone start fighting it up there at the top. Once again, here are your final results from IRP. It's going to be Ricky Howell Jr., Zachary Evans, and Cole Christopher at the podium. Ricky Howell Jr. extending his championship lead with his 3rd win of the season. Then it's going to be Travis Daly, a P4, followed by Jaden Durant, P5. Rounding up the top 5, it's a 1, 2, 3, 4 for Travis Daly Racing. What a night for the team. Then it's Kevin Page, Dominic Luba, Justin Durant, and David Durant Jr. rounding off the field here at Lucas Oil IRP. Very, very, very little great here tonight, but nonetheless, great short track racing action. But that will do it, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in here, and do not miss us next week. 3 races next week. Go ahead and tune in on Tuesday night for the Heroes United Truck Series, and then we have the Supporting Heroes Cup Series doubleheader Wednesday night at Indianapolis Motor Speedway, Thursday night at Daytona International Speedway for our 2nd visit at Daytona. You do not want to miss that, and a great week for the DSA Racing Group overall coming up. But thank you everyone for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe and comment down below and like to keep up with the action of both the Heroes United Truck Series and the Supporting Heroes Cup Series. And we'll see you next week. It's been Crespo up here in the commentary booth. Peace out, guys, and have a wonderful rest of your night.